This is a feather fetish piece I made in the early 1970s. A friend of mine bought it out of the gallery. He had it for a number of years, and he gave it to the museum, which pleased me a lot because I felt the piece was one of the better pieces of that particular period. Hopefully it's an incentive to other people who have interesting works of art to share them, and by giving them to the museum, many people have the ability to see these things that they would not have if they weren't in the museum. The piece itself, of course, is a combination of clay and feathers and integrated together with a silver luster on the particular stoneware piece and the black curly-tailed duck feathers. I felt integrated very well. That isn't often easy to do because they're entirely different materials and are not really very compatible at times. In fact, they're very destructive to each other visually. I think, like most artists, you get truly involved with your work, you become more intensely interested in the meaning of the materials, the meaning of the symbolism. I've been very interested in various religions of the world, Hinduism and Buddhism and Christianity and so forth. And all of them seem to have symbolic materials within their concepts. You find that in the written material as well as in their actual practices. And of course, so-called primitive societies have used feathers, as the pre-Columbians did. In many cultures, they've become very, very important and a symbol of spirituality and of power and so forth. And so I find that all of these things that I'm working on, these pieces, come to mind, and I find it fascinating intellectually as well as working with my hands and completing the piece.